Welcome to the channel, guys. It's hot as heck out here, but we're going to replace a Harbor Freight pump. Let me tell you why we're replacing it. So this is my old pump. This runs water pressure to our garden and water in the lawns. This is the new pump, and let me show you what went wrong with this one. This is how they come out of the package new. 1 inch in, 1 inch out. This is your vent or your fill area for priming it. They have changed up the top on them. I got an on-off switch now. That's pretty cool. This unit does not. And so let's get into this. This is the foot valve. What it does is it keeps the probably can't see in there. It's got a little valve, and that pressure, you're sucking through this on your inlet side of the pump, and when you stop pumping, there's a little rubber piece on a brass piece and a little rubber seal that keeps the pressure from bleeding back through this pump. A little Teflon on here. Get him started. So they changed this pump up a little bit. It now has that on-off switch on top, which is nice because I used to have to unplug the dumb thing, and unplugging a motor under a load is not good for your cords and everything. So I do like that. I think they're possibly cheaper than they used to be. I'm not positive, but I believe this valve has to be up. So that's going on top, and we're going to pull this guy out. Should have brought a wire brush out, I guess, but I did not. Won't hurt anything. So that's the outlet, and this is 1 inch. This is a 1 inch bushing, decks it down to 3/4, and this is a 3/4 to garden hose thread. You can get all this stuff at Home Depot or your hardware store anywhere. So this old pump worked great, and then this winter I thought I'd come out here and drained it, and what I did is I came out and I drained the water out of the big tank. I never actually disconnected the pump. I should have just unscrewed this and took it in the shop. So let me hook this all up and I'll come back to you guys. Okay. Always keep a bleach bottle full of water around. Makes priming these things really easy. Should have a funnel, that'd be a lot easier. There it is. So now, I'm just going to screw a garden hose on that garden hose thread fitting. And we're good to go. Now this is a suction rated hose. You can go down to any hose hydraulic shop, can make you up something like this, but if you use a normal garden hose here, that'll collapse and squish flat, and it won't suck water. So this has just got that spiral back to it so it doesn't collapse. Suction rated hose into our foot valve, into here, and out to normal garden hose, and do anything you want from there. My property has 2 wells, and we've got a lot of garden and a lot of acreage of grass, so we don't water straight off the well. What we do, this is a feed coming from one well. This is the return that goes to the house. So right here I've got a ball valve, and if I open that ball valve, it goes to here, and I can crack that and get a tiny little bit of water, or I can open it up wide open. So a lot of times I'll just crack this, and it'll be putting a half gallon or a gallon of water a minute versus 6 or 7 off of a hose. and it'll just slowly fill this tank. So this is a 1,550 gallon tank. The best deal on these is Home Depot that I've found. They've got a really good price on them. Most of the other outfits have about the same price, but then you pay a bunch of shipping on top of that. Home Depot seems to be eating the shipping. So the other thing I've got, you'll see this poly comes in, which is this that goes out. So that is from well number 2. And what I've got going on here is when I turn that well on, I can feather this ball valve, and that also runs into the tank and fills it. Yeah, it's too dark. I don't have a light. Do I have a light? I have a light. So, water probably looks really murky because I just redid the well. So this is a valve. It works just like a toilet valve. So when this thing gets full, it turns the flow water off. So I can just leave that water flowing, and if the tank gets full in the middle of the night, it'll just shut itself off. So at the bottom of the tank here, we come out through our fitting. I've got a ball valve. I'm gonna open that. That feeds into here. That flows through our one-way, or our foot valve. It goes into the impeller and comes out of our garden hose. Let's turn this on and see what she does. It's working. We got pressure on the gauge coming up. So this is just an open garden hose, so we're going to go out and fill a swimming pool. So here we have it. Wide open garden hose. Works just like a garden hose. And that'll pump that 1,550 gallons out. All right, so got an echo in here. Go outside. All right, guys, I hope that clears that up, how those things work. Good thing to note, that thing will work if you put a valve on your garden hose, or if you put a nozzle on it. It will ramp up to pressure and shut off just like a normal well and pressure tank system will. So you can literally, if your well went out, you can have an IBC tote or some amount of water, and you can rig one of these up, and for 200 bucks and an IBC tote full of water that you can get filled up just about anywhere, you can plumb that into your house, and it's just like your well works, and you have emergency water. So I'm going to turn the nozzle on. You'll watch the pressure drop. And the pump shuts itself back off. So you can see that works just like a normal well and pressure tank system. There you can hear the pump turned on, and this works great. So I'm going to wrap this one up right there, guys. Thanks for watching, and hope you hit a like or a subscribe. There's over 100 videos on our channel, so I'm sure there's lots of things you guys will find interesting. We do tractor work, firewood, chainsaws, welding, mechanical stuff, you name it. So check us out. Thanks for watching.